guys, it's your favorite Augusta University communications students, Kaylee
and Brooklyn.
And today we will be discussing Crossfaded by Aries
James.
Aries James. It's actually not released yet. I think it might be published today. So we have an exclusive insider first edition look at it.
Yes. Shout out to me and Kaylee because we're epic, and I mean, like, what else do you want? We give this exclusive look. It's very exciting, like, to be able to say, hey, I read this book before it was released. I'm feeling like I won. I'm on cloud 9. I don't know.
We're going places in the world, guys.
Exactly, guys.
We're professional book reviewers now.
Exactly. Send us your unreleased books for feedback. Maybe, perchance. Depends on the book.
Yeah, don't be sending us no crazy stuff.
Please. Let's reel that in right now.
There's only so much my heart can take.
That's so real. Also, if you're going to send us a book, don't send us ones with main character death, please. I'm traumatized.
Yeah, please don't do that because life is tough enough. I don't need to be crying my eyes out at midnight over a fictional character, because how will I explain that to my boss when I'm dead tired in the morning?
Exactly. Happy endings only. Pause. Okay, moving on from that. Right. That's so funny. I'm not going to say that on camera. Never mind. Oh, just kidding.
Okay.
So the book is Crossfaded. It's actually supposed to be the first book in a full series, and that's very exciting. It's kind of like a supernatural, paranormal, like romance kind of vibe. Honestly, this book, in my personal opinion, is for the girlies who love reading like the Omegaverse werewolf stories.
Yes.
If you grew up and you used to be a Wattpad girly, this book, I think you would love it.
And this is no shade, no diss, nothing like that. If you're into that stuff, this is the book for you.
Yeah. I honestly think you would like it. But let's get into characters. Honestly, is there a blurb? I feel like I didn't give a good enough description of the book. So
I think she put a blurb at the front of it, maybe? Because I know there's some, like, pre-book intro stuff. Like, she said, I wrote Nova Grace for the people who... I forgot who the people were. But for some people...
That's a real. I feel like, I actually do feel like that's a good summary. Like, I feel like that gives the people enough. Like, if you like paranormal, if you like werewolf, if you love romance, this is for the girls also. If you love it when a character doesn't have to choose between two main love interests.
There is non-monogamy.
That's for you. This is for you, girl or guy or person. We're inclusive on this podcast.
Alien.
Exactly.
From outer space.
Ooh. I was going to make alien noises, and I immediately was like, don't.
Every now and again I try a sound effect. That was a good one. Ever seen the meme where it's like, Poco Spinted?
Bro, all I'm saying is, you're so funny. Dude, all I'm saying is, if that's your type of romance, this book was literally written for you.
Yeah. Also, let's just get straight into describing the characters. So, there's two dudes. One of them is named Jupiter. His nickname is Jupe. I don't know how I feel about that.
Jupe the Coop. That's what
Jupe
that makes
the Goop.
Yeah, that's what that makes me think of. I don't know why. Don't ask me where that came from.
I think it fits.
No.
I'm sure I've heard it somewhere because it sounds familiar almost.
Right? Like, maybe it's just catchy.
Coop the Boop.
Also, like, as soon as I read that, I was like, interesting. And, like, he's the broody one. Like,
yeah.
All right.
He's like this huge, dark-skinned black guy. He's like, I think he has a close shave on his head, from what I remember. I don't think he has a beard. Does he have a beard?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I imagined him with a beard. Like, I'm talking
It only makes
tall,
sense.
dark, handsome. Like, it just makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
what a beautiful chocolate man. Like, that's what I think.
He's also, like, huge. Like, she literally describes Jupiter as the bigger one, and the second guy is Bash as the smaller one. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure exactly what a Caesar haircut is. I remember whenever I think of, like, Roman guys, they kind of have the straight around. So what I was thinking, and it said he was, like, kind of medium brown skin or whatever. So I think he's, like, Hispanic. Maybe specifically Mexican, because I noticed a lot of Mexicans kind of get that around it. Let me look up what a Caesar haircut is before I look silly.
You're so funny for that because, okay, and this was a good book. It was very descriptive. Like, the writing was very descriptive, very detailed. But I have this thing whenever I'm reading, like, the author can describe a character as one way, but I'm 100% imagining it however I want to imagine it.
This is the Caesar haircut. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, that won't help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be specific. Okay. Hold on. There's... Maybe you gotta Google Caesar haircut person of color. Because there's no way.
Yeah, he's definitely not white. Caesar cut black man. Oh, he's got, like... I'm not gonna say that.
For the record, though, I wasn't sure. Oh, okay. For the record, I 110% was not sure what that was either. And so I was like, okay, it's probably like a low cut, like maybe some waves or something. And that low key looks...
I think that style would work well with waves.
Exactly what it is.
I don't know. I can't, like, I feel like these pictures are not fully accurate, but maybe that's just what it is.
I'm going to be so cooked.
Here's one with waves.
Somebody's literally
I don't know if
gonna...
that's a Caesar cut.
Oh, this is what I'm getting. Do we have different sides of Google? Google?
I think we do. You know, Google does have like a...
Google, are you profiling us?
I think because they're showing me like...
White people?
White dudes, Hispanic dudes, Arab... They know all the guys I dated. That's what I think is happening here. I was imagining some dude like this.
Profiled.
I was imagining a Hispanic guy.
Okay, that's valid.
But he could just be light-skinned.
Oh, don't say that. Oh.
What's happening? Are you colorist against lighter-skinned people, bro?
Somebody's gonna watch that and they're gonna be like, Brooklyn, that was very anti-black.
She only likes her tone.
Light-skinned men know how I feel about them. Like,
you know, if they did you dirty in the past...
Exactly.
Who can blame you?
You know what?
And
Let's
he
call
does
it trauma.
He does fit like the sensitive, like Drake mold. You know?
Like
is Drake?
Yes.
Is Drake?
Okay. You know what's so funny? Most people do consider Drake like the standard light skinned dude.
Really?
I have blush on my hand. But then there's like a whole nother section that's
I always
like,
thought of like John Legend or something.
Yeah, that's what. Think like John Legend, because like there's another whole subset of people who are like, Drake's not like skin, like he's just biracial. Like,
that's valid.
Two separate things there. I'm like, yeah, but he has light skin and energy. Like, woe is me. You know what? Anyways, somebody's gonna watch this. They're gonna be like, Brooklyn, your black card's revoked. You know what I have to say to that? Absolutely nothing. God forbid.
You know, dark-skinned people need love too. And you're here giving that to them.
In fact, I believe they need more love than light-skinned people.
They haven't been...
loved enough. Yeah, I agree.
They haven't been loved enough. It's true because, like, I still don't see a lot of, like, dark-skinned protagonists. And then when I do, they're always put into, like, this one mold. And I'm like, let them be anything.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you. Why are we still stereotyping in books? It's 2026.
Yeah.
And actually, low-key, that's why I'm glad that we're reading this one. Because so far, we've only read 2 other books. But they've been, like, white characters. And that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
But we have diversity on this podcast, guys.
Diversity.
We don't just celebrate white people. No shade, white people. I love y'all. Kaylee's great. But I'm just saying. So now we have, like, so far, actually, I don't know what Fallon, I don't know what her race ethnicity is.
Yeah, when I heard her name Fallon, I was thinking of like Fallon from Delicious in Dungeon, but not spelled the same.
Is that a show or a book?
Yeah, it's an anime, and like she's let me look up a picture of her.
Okay. Fallon is the main character's best friend, by the way. The main female character's best friend.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was in love with her at first.
Me too. I thought that's where that was going. I 100% thought that's where that was going. And I was like, okay, they're just best friends with like a sisterly type of vibe.
This Fallon.
Okay.
She's a jolly old gal. And Fallon was talking about her like relationship issues. I assume it's a relationship issue. I'm like, I don't know what's going on there.
I know. I'm like, from what it seems like she has like a boyfriend who's like super jealous and probably like protective.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're gonna explore that more later in the book, because we kind of just got like that one scene of them mentioning it, and then so far, because we haven't finished the book yet, we've only read the first part.
Yeah, I think we're to like, I don't know about you, I'm to chapter 3 or 4. I can't remember.
Okay, I'm on like chapter 6.
Yeah.
So we've only read, the beginning little tiny bit of the part. So we've kind of heard that like little bit about Fallon, the best friend, and then like we haven't heard much from her.
There was a dead cousin mentioned. I think her name was Diarra? I think Diarra probably makes more sense. Let me double check, because I don't want to like...
lie.
I don't want to be like, whatever your character's name was.
Yeah, we can't even remember. Like, no.
That would be so mean.
This ain't that. Yeah. But I actually did, while we're talking about characters, I did want to talk about Drea.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty name. That is I might have to put that on my list of like future child names.
Look, one thing you got to know about women is that even if we don't plan to have kids or we're like somewhere in the middle, we're always going to have a list of baby names.
Just in case.
Because even if we don't use them ourselves, we're going to use them on our friends' kids. We're going to be like, hey, name your kid this. But not the best ones, because we want to save the best ones for our kids.
Exactly. Bro. You get it. You get me. That's literally me, because I'm like, I'm only 22, so I'm not really thinking about that right now. But I'm like, every time I hear a good name, I'm like, just in case.
Just in case.
I don't want to forget it, because I forget everything.
You never know. You might run into a rich hottie in the next year, and he might lock you down immediately.
Please, please, may the universe send me a rich hottie. Amen.
Amen.
That's so real. Like, God, please, if you hear my prayers, I'll be waiting on that. But yeah, no, sorry. Back to the book. We got a little bit sidetracked. Yeah, Fallon, best friend of Nova. Nova's the main character. I really did want to talk about her, because we haven't gotten much yet, but like the little clip of their friendship, like we got a little bit of their backstory and how close they are. And we know she's kind of like a long distance friend. Yeah. So like Nova's probably in Atlanta and Fallon's probably like back home in South Georgia.
She's like, come back home, and she was like thinking about it. She's like, the sunflowers, just hanging out with Fallon. She mentioned Fallon was like painting over the phone. I'm like, yeah. Kind of whimsical fairy best friend do you have? She's just prancing around in gardens back home. Like,
listen, dude, I know because you're from here, right? You're from the city area?
Yeah, I'm from like the burbs.
Okay. I'm like, because I don't know what part of Georgia Nova and Fallon, are from. But where I'm from, which is like middle Georgia and like the country, that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon. We have the farms, we have the fields, we have like sunflower fields. Like, it's not like I'm seeing it in my head as she's talking about it. And I'm like, I kind of do miss being home. I miss the small town life a little bit. My mom's gonna watch this, and she's gonna be like, Brooklyn, you don't even go outside. You're a poser.
She's like, you just stay in your room all day
and read books.
What can we say?
I'm just a girl. Yeah, but I don't know. I like the feeling of closeness that their friendship gives. I
Yeah.
hope that Fallon doesn't betray her.
Yeah.
Because I've mentioned on like previous podcasts, anytime a best friend is introduced and they're like sisters, I'm automatically nervous that like they're gonna betray their friendship or they're gonna die.
Yeah.
And like with the like whole situation of her having like a possessive boyfriend, that's kind of the vibe. I'm like, please don't let this go there.
Yeah, please no. She was like, just tell him what you need. I'm like, I hope that's enough.
Yeah, like, oh.
And then, like, she mentioned something about Pawpaw. I think that's where Fallon is. She's, like, around Pawpaw's land. It was cool. She mentioned that, like, her family goes way back on that land. And I'm like, you know what? Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's nice having that generational land that, like, you always know you can go back to.
Yeah. My family failed in that.
Yeah. Mine did, too.
I'm like, dang, bro, do you know how many generations have come before me and none of y'all left a house for me or something?
So I'm saying we need to stop moving around. Like,
a house, a farm, something.
There's my best friend has a family farm, and I'm so jealous. I'm like, but you know, we're part of the family. We're like your family friends. So I'm just going to like
ease your way up into that wheel.
Yeah, I'm just going to build a house on the property, you know?
As you should.
It'll be a small little demure house. I won't take up too much room.
Honestly, dude, if I get rich, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build I'm going to buy like a huge plot of land.
Mm-hmm.
And every one of my family members that I like, emphasis on that I like, is going to have a house on that plot. Like, I know you've never seen this, but there's a show on Netflix. It's called Beauty in Black. Very raunchy.
Oh.
Very raunchy. I love it. It's like a Tyler Perry show. You should watch it for sure. For sure. And it's so funny because I don't know if it'd be your cup of tea, but like go check that out. But that's like the basis of their family. They have like this private land and every one of them has a house on the land, and that's me. That's what I would do.
My dad's wife's family kind of has that going on. Like, they got their own little, and they're still, like, building.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do y'all have the money for that? They're all rich. They're really good jobs.
Must be nice.
They have, like, little McMansions.
Oh. That's so nice. Is anybody in that family single? Are they looking for a wife?
My stepbrother, if you rock with the Mormons.
Oh, I forgot y'all are Mormons.
That's the kicker.
Yeah. You almost had me, too. I'm like, okay.
My best friend's cousin that has a farm.
Mormonism.
She's also Mormon. And she has a single cousin also. He seems nice. I wouldn't recommend you becoming Mormon.
Okay. I was thinking about it for a second.
Like, I don't want to be mean. Like, maybe if they're cool with having, like, a non-member spouse, but it can be difficult.
Yeah.
And because, like, I would say, like, current active members are not usually racist, but Mormonism, I hate to say it, guys, but it has a racist past.
Oh, like, trust me, girl, I know.
Yeah.
Story time on this later, because someone actually invited me to, like, a Mormon church with them.
Oh,
It was like it was kind of an Easter thing, and it was on a Saturday, but, like, their sister is Mormon, so it was like with her church, and I was like, you know, I don't really know about that, and yeah. Anyways, but
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I know.
Their events are usually boring too, like eye-boggling boring.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with the black church on that one because, I mean, we might be there for forever, but, you know, we get down a little bit while we're there. Oh, but yeah, so, I don't know. We'll see. I'm nervous to see what happens with Fallon's story. Hopefully, a good outcome for her. I feel like with best friend characters, I either love them or I hate them. They're either my favorite character or I'd be like, you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and get rid of them immediately. Let's cut ties. So, oh no. We'll see what happens with her. And then with the two love interests, Jupiter and Bash.
Apparently Bash is short for Sebastian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they just call him Bash the whole time.
And you know what? I like the name Sebastian.
This is a nice name.
It's a nice name. And as far as Jupiter goes, aka Jupe,
I think we should just call him Jupiter. I'm not loving the Jupe.
I do, like, I'm wondering if that's his, I think that is his actual name because they don't mention anything else. Like, Bash, they're like, you know, Sebastian, Bash. But I'm like, is Jupiter a nickname or is that his real name?
I feel like it's his real name.
And I'm like, okay, so this is a, like, multi-POV situation.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, like, Nova's POV as the main female lead. Then we have Bash's, and I'm assuming we're going to have Jupiter's. I don't think I've read his POV yet.
I think, let me double check. Because I think the first...
Am I delusional?
I think the first spicy scene was...
Oh, in his POV.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm delusional. See, this is why.
Oh, wait, no. It's not.
Okay.
I was tripping.
Oh, speaking of, yeah, full disclaimer, guys. This book is for mature audiences only.
They get into it in chapter 3.
They get into it quick. Oh my gosh. I'm not a slow burn romance type of girl because I'm like, bro, I don't have time to read 30 chapters of just, yeah, he held my hand and then he gave me a peck on the cheek and I felt butterflies in my stomach. Like, I don't need 30 chapters of that, or like 30 chapters of not really liking each other and then you like each other. Or like, have you ever seen the show The Nanny, perchance? Okay, maybe not.
Oh, yeah. I know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Okay, like, in The Nanny, I was going to give a spoiler alert, but this show's been out since the 90s.
Yeah,
so,
like,
bro, if you haven't seen it by now...
I've seen it through, like, YouTube Shorts and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Facebook Reels, for me, it always pops up.
Yeah.
But, like, that show is, like, 5 seasons of, like, the nanny and the, like, man of the house, like, the dad, skirting around the fact that they like each other and pretending that they don't like each other until the very last season where they get married and have babies and all that.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
oh, my gosh. Slow burn for, like, 4 or 5 seasons? Guys.
That's crazy work. That's some dedication.
I'm like, you love each other. Just be together. You're driving me crazy. And that's how I feel about books.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a slow burn. I don't want a slow burn.
I don't want a slow burn. I want it now.
I don't want a slow burn. But also, you know, I like a little bit of a build up. This book went 0 to 100 real quick.
Because she just did the duel with a stranger immediately, like 10 minutes after waking up in his bed after she passed out.
Mind you, she met them both that morning. And then already, girl.
At the scene of a car crash.
Oh, yeah.
After another werewolf, like, tried to beat her up or something. Or he was going to claim her or whatever. Like, bite her, I guess.
Now, I will say, I love a man who's going to save a damsel in distress.
Right.
I love that. I love that trope. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so helpless. Save me. And then he swoops in. It's like, oh, wow, what a man. But still, Nova, the same day. All right.
And then 5 minutes after, with the other dude in the bathtub.
Like, whoa. Holy smokes. No, I'm not shaming. She's a grown woman. You go, girl. Nova Grace, where is your mama?
I would be concerned. I'd be like, where's your survival instinct? Because, like they emphasized that she, like, felt this way herself and, like, she agreed and said yes to that. I like that. I like that there's clarity. There's not any confusion about whether she consented.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering why she would at that time. I know it's because of the bond. Partly, like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I understand. She felt like this pull, this gravitational, because of the bond. I was going to call her a little bit delusional, but it's really not her fault. Because I'm like...
Technically, it's not even delusional because they do actually like her back.
Exactly.
Stuff, so.
Like, it's not delusional and it's not her fault. It's just... It's the bond. I'm like, dang, that's strong as heck, though. Like, they just met.
Yeah.
I was clutching my pearls a little bit. And then she was like, I am in love.
Yeah.
She's just like me for real. I just met you 30 minutes ago, but I love you and we have to get married.
Insta love. And then fast forward, she's been staying there for like a week, I think, and she's ignoring everyone's calls, which some of the people from the descriptions understand because, like, it's just her brother and her cousin calling because they need things and her dad calling for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she ignored Fallon's calls and texts. I'm like, girl, pick up them. She's like, I don't know what to tell her. I'm like, figure something out. Like, your friend is worried about you.
Yeah. That can never be my friends because if I wasn't answering, they're looking at my location. Where are you? I am calling the police if you don't answer the phone. And my mom, too. My mom would be like, do I need to send the cops for a wellness check? Are you okay?
No, literally.
And I'd be like, oh. I mean, but in her defense, really, how do you tell anybody, you know, I met these guys a week ago and I've been shacked up with them ever since.
I fell in love with them. Also, she mentioned that they just carry her everywhere. And I'm like, girl...
Use your legs.
Use your legs.
That's so funny. She really is. I get it. I get you, girl. I understand.
But I'm like worried because it says that like it's like slowly like draining her because like she still has this barrier or curse or block on her.
Yeah.
That someone put on her. So I'm like, don't drain it out of her. But they made a plan like not to drain her further.
Yeah.
But
we'll see how that works out.
We'll see how that works out.
We're going to see. I will say, though, she's so funny to me. Like, you know what? Okay, I feel like she has a little bit of main character syndrome. Mm-hmm. But in a, like... What's the word I'm looking for? In a like, not... selfish or like egotistical kind of way.
It's like everyone needs her or wants her in some way.
Yeah. I'm like, dang, what's the word for that, dude?
I don't know.
But I feel like, yeah, she definitely has a little bit of that going on. Also, can I say, I know this is like her personality trait, but she really is so insightful. Yeah. And like sometimes... like she says something, I'm like, girl, how are you just gonna assume that? Like, how do you know? How do you know that?
I mean, she can sense their feelings through the bond now, but I'm like, sometimes she low-key just assumes stuff. Yeah.
Even before, I'm like, you're just assuming, and then like a couple sentences later, she'll be like, this is why I know that, or this is why I assume that. And I'm like, oh, actually, I jumped the gun. That does make sense.
When she plugged in, I was like, is this like Sherlock Holmes moment? But she was like, my phone is plugged in and there's a water glass, so they knew I'd be like okay, and they like plugged it in for me. And I'm like,
yeah. And she's like, the water's room temp, and she used that to like kind of calculate.
Yeah. But what if they just gave her room temp water though?
They just gave her
just gave her tap
like, water.
Here's some tap. We'll wake you up to traffic you later. I'm just kidding.
That's actually so funny though, because I didn't think about that. Like, what if she like made all these observations and then she ended up completely wrong?
Yeah, it turns out she was actually kidnapped.
Yeah.
That would be that would turn it into a thriller and a horror very quick.
Yeah. That's so funny. Also, I think like she's a little comedic too, comical. Either of those words work, I think. But like she's funny a little because like when they're trying to explain to her like how they're trying to explain to her how they're like her mate, and she's like, mate? Are you Australian?
And they're like, no, we're not. Have you heard of Twilight? They literally referenced Twilight. I was like, are you allowed to do that?
Like, that is so funny.
And she started laughing, and then she stopped when she realized they were serious. I'm like, you're so real for that.
So real. And now my only question is also...
They know about Twilight?
Yeah, Twilight is canon? Oh. No, actually my question was going to be, so you know how in some werewolf books, actually I might have just lied. I was going to say like, you know, sometimes they have like the like lycanthrope type of, where it's like a wolf,
Yeah.
but still kind of like man form a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But in Twilight, like you full on just turn into a wolf.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming since they referenced Twilight, they're full on just
That's what I think.
Jacob.
They mentioned something about being like half wolves or whatever compared to her. I'm like,
That's why.
but they also referenced her being human. So I'm like, but she's like an Omega. So I assume that means she has to be a werewolf. So I'm like, is she a human with like some sort of signature, or is she also a werewolf herself? They mentioned something about her being turned. Like, I don't know.
I think she's a werewolf herself, and she just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Because like in the very beginning
Do you
of the
think that's
book,
what the headaches are?
maybe. Oh, are we spoiling too much?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
She wants to let out the beast.
but like in the beginning of the book, when they're talking about like, you know, South Georgia, where she's from, and they're like, you know, I'm not going to say it's magical, but it was something about like, you know, the place has kind of that magical roots, those magical elements.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how her family has been there for like generations and generations. So I'm like, maybe, you know, generations ago in her family did have like wolves in it. And then slowly over time, they became human. And she's like this rare jewel. And she's like the only one in her family now. I don't know, but I think she needs to go talk to Papa.
I think so. I think she needs a trip back home.
Yeah.
With her two men in tow.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. I can't wait for that scene, because eventually...
There's no way Papa ain't a little bit old-fashioned. She's gonna have a hard time explaining that.
And dude, she's ghosting everybody right now. But eventually, girl, you gotta go back home. And there's no way those men are letting you go without them. So...
Yeah, because it literally hurts when they're away from each other.
Yeah. I need a love like that. Like, you're physically in pain when
like,
you're away from me.
I literally get a migraine when you're in the other room.
Like, ouch. Yeah. Hashtag need that. Immediately.
It also mentioned that, like, she revealed to them that, like, her aunt saw a werewolf on the property. He was like, you ever seen werewolves? And she was like, my aunt saw one. And she went crazy. And I was like,
Oh.
well, actually, she said her cousin's mother.
Yeah.
Other than aunt. And then I think it was Jupiter's POV when she was telling this. So he was like, she didn't say aunt. Curious.
Interesting.
I was like,
Why would she not say that? No, low key though. Was it in the... No, I was going to say in the blurb, but I actually think it was the beginning of the book where they said, like, most humans can't handle seeing werewolves or seeing, you know, those paranormal creatures, or their mind, like, splits and they go insane. So, like, when she first met them and she was having the migraine, I thought maybe that's what it was. But you brought up a good point that maybe it was just her wolf, like, finding itself.
Maybe. I'm like, do you think she has lightning powers or something? Because it always seems to be storming.
Yeah. Maybe.
That'd be interesting. That'd be the second protagonist that has, like, lightning storm powers.
Wouldn't that be so cool? Like, such a cool coincidence.
That would be funny.
Even though, yeah, that's a good point. Wouldn't that be so ironic? Because she has, like, trauma surrounding storms. I don't know why I emphasize trauma like that.
But I get what you mean, though. Like, what if she caused the storm that, like, killed her mother? Also, I feel like this is foreshadowing. He, like, pointed out that her scars look like claw marks, and she said she got them from the accident. I think, like, a werewolf, like,
actually did it.
Clawed her or something. Like, it wasn't maybe it wasn't a tree that fell in the car. Maybe a wolf jumped from the sky or whatever. I don't know, like, jumped on the car.
Low key, what if that is foreshadowing?
Am I too big brain? Am I too big brain?
Hold on. If you, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back when we're done with the book. And if you predicted that, I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know, give you a trophy or something for most introspective reader.
Yeah.
Because, like, I didn't even think about that. Like,
we can go get one of those makeshift ones from Dollar Tree and just write it on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, tape a piece of paper to it and scribble it.
Yeah.
Got you. That is so funny. I literally had not thought about that at all. Big brain Kaylee. Big brain, big
Big
brain.
mind. That's why I'm blue. Oh, shout out AU Study Abroad. I don't know if you wanted to be shouted out in this video, but you're getting shouted out.
You're getting shouted out.
I'm going to Spain for a month this summer. I got a $500 scholarship, which helped take $500 off the overall $7,500.
Oh,
I did have to borrow some money, but it's okay.
that's so real. It's okay.
It'll be paid back within a year. And then I'll come back fluent in Spanish,
Exactly.
having lived in Europe for a month. So,
Woo! I'm gonna put some iCarly applause in there. Just so everyone can clap for you.
I did want to experiment more with editing. Like, maybe I should add some little effects.
Yeah, dude. Go for it. Congratulations, though. I'm so jealous. Can I hide in your suitcase?
I would love to hide anyone in my suitcase.
Okay. I'll curl up in a ball. You can just, like, leave it unzipped a little bit so I can breathe.
I'll leave a little hole
Yeah,
open, sneak some goldfish in there.
And a little bit of water, like the gerbil water thing. I can just... That's so funny. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be such a good time. You're gonna have to send us pictures.
Absolutely.
Send us pictures, me and the chat.
I'm gonna be sending everyone pictures. I'm debating, I'm like, I don't know if I should post live on my social media because I don't want to accidentally like...
Leak your location?
Yeah. So I'm wondering, should I save it all and then post it on an account for the trip or something? Or should I save it all or just like post it like a week after or something on my...
I think it's totally up to you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't think I'd post it in real time though, but maybe like a week after, or like if you want to post it after you get back and you're not there anymore.
That's what I was thinking about because I don't want someone to come, marching
Find
down
me.
to my location.
Yeah. And be like, oh my gosh. Like that guy on TikTok who like, you can send him a picture of like a street lamp with no sign and he'll be like, that's where you took that photo.
I have no idea how he can do that.
I don't know. It's so insane. He's really talented. The FBI should hire him.
They should.
Yeah.
But I fear what they would do with them.
Good point. Points were made. Oh, let's not say too much. I would hate to get a hit put out on me. A mysterious car accident.
Not werewolf related, I fear.
Not werewolf related.
Can you imagine government created werewolves? That would be scary. That's low-key what happened in the Hunger Games.
I would look, yeah. Except those were scary. Those weren't hot Bash and Jupiter.
Yeah, those
werewolves.
were like eldritch horrors.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, now that, I don't know, I feel like it's 2026. It's a really good time to bring this up and bring it back because it used to be a really big discussion. And it kind of like faded out over the years. But werewolves are vampires.
Okay, see. It depends on what kind of werewolf or vampire.
Okay.
All right, because if it's like the ones that like go out and claim me as a mate, I don't really want all that. I don't really like being claimed like that.
She's like, no, the possession.
Yeah, but if they're brooding and angsty and they disappear on a full moon and I gotta go like find them or something, I'm down for that. Like, but vampires, I've just with the mythology, like I feel like werewolves is like a curse that you just can't help. Werewolf or vampires, I feel like you low-key gotta be evil because like you just gotta feast on human blood. Like if we're talking lore accurate vampires, they're creepy guys that like were usually consumed by some sort of curse according to like their evilness. And then like now they feast on human blood. I feel like they're like people that were greedy or lustful in the past life, and then like that's manifesting. It's almost like they're possessed by that spirit almost.
Interesting.
But I also find vampires intriguing, interesting, but I feel like they would be too scary. They're too ghoulish for me. So I'm going to go with the werewolf.
Okay, interesting. See, I love a good vampire, even though when you put it that way, it's like, oh yeah, human blood. They do eat that or drink that, whatever.
Yeah.
Ugh. And if you know me, I actually used to be a nursing student before
yeah.
I was a comm student. And I swapped majors because I hate blood and bodily fluids so much. So I was like, maybe I wouldn't want to be with a vampire, because if I just thought about you like drinking blood, it would ick me out.
Yeah.
I would get the ick so bad. I'd be like, yuck. No.
Plus, like, what if he drinks someone's blood that has, like, blood diseases in it, you know?
I don't think that would matter to them.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, maybe, do you think they would be able to sense that? Like, in most fiction, when they mention vampires, nobody ever says that. Like, they never, you know, mention that at all. So I wonder, would that be like a thing they can just sense? Like, they can smell a person's blood and be like, nah, not them.
I feel like, I think because they're undead, specific, like, they wouldn't be affected by a disease. But, like, what if they got blood on their fangs, and then they bite you, and then it's like the same effect as if you shared a needle with someone, and then you get AIDS from the vampire.
I literally had never thought about that.
That would suck. Imagine getting viciously attacked by a vampire, and then you get AIDS afterwards too.
That would suck. Low key, I don't know. I never thought about that. But whenever I think of vampires, I don't think like the Nosferatu, like ugly, evil, ghoulish. I think like Twilight.
Edward Cullen, yeah.
I think Twilight.
See,
I think Vampire Diaries.
If it's those kind, I can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if I was dating or like Interview with a Vampire.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh.
My sister has.
Kaylee, lock in, please.
That was written by Anne Rice, right?
Yeah.
She's the vampire lady. She's the vampire queen.
She's the vampire queen. I don't know, though. If I was dating a vampire, I'm not letting him bite me.
Yeah, no. Like, you can bite other people. Leave me out of it.
I think I would go werewolf just because, I don't know. I like wolves. Like,
they're cool.
They're cool, especially if they're giant Twilight wolves. Like, I can hop on your back and ride you. That's how I imagine these.
Yeah.
I mean, the two main male characters, have to emphasize that since there are two of them. I love that for her, though. Like, you go, girl. She's living life. They mention, kind of being like half wolves. So I'm like,
they're like, keep saying like Jupiter kept saying like the wolf is pushing against him, and the wolf is like, the wolf inside of him is wanting her to be more, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but more I don't know. It's like the wolf is more like you go queen, but like in an aggressive way than Jupiter is. I don't know what to think about that because I feel like the wolf should just be like, rah, 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 you know, like.
You're like, why is the wolf having opinions? I love it. Okay. As somebody, I don't typically read much of them anymore, but back in my youth, back in my prime, I used to love reading werewolf books.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, it's very common for the person to have like, I mean, of course the wolf is a part of them, but the wolf also has like their own thoughts, its own minds, and they communicate with the actual person.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, is that what's going to be happening?
Yeah,
You know?
almost like a split personality thing.
Yeah.
But not like in a Jekyll and Hyde way, in like a...
And like a, when I talk to myself in my head type of way.
Yeah. Like they're both aware of each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm excited to read the rest of the book and see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a happy ending. I was thinking about that earlier.
Do you think it'll be a cliffhanger?
Maybe so. Since it's supposed to be part of a series, I'm thinking that it might be a cliffhanger. Can I tell you a secret?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, don't tell anyone this. But literally sometimes when I'm reading a book, I will flip to the end and I'll read the ending first. And then I'll go back.
I have done that. And you know what? You'd think it would spoil things for you, but I feel like it actually just helped things click together after you read the whole thing.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how it's going to end. Cool. Now let me go back and see how we got there.
It's so devastating sometimes if it's like a not as happy ending. Because I read Wings of Starlight. The ending was so sad, but like they get together.
Yeah.
We know we get together because it's like the backstory of Queen Clarion and Lord Mallory.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, in the movie they get together at the end, but their backstory is sad, like bittersweet. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's really a hit or miss because sometimes y'all flip to the end and I'll read it and I'll be like, that was depressing. I don't want to finish this. Like,
I don't know if I have motivation anymore.
Exactly. And like, actually, I can't do this. But that's my controversial opinion because sometimes if I tell someone that, they'll be like, Brooklyn, what the F is wrong with you? I'm like, sorry, guys. But honestly, I do that with movies and TV shows too. I will, especially movies, I'll look up the plot summary on Wikipedia and I'll read what happens in the movie. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I'll go back and I hit play and I keep watching it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still good to watch. Sometimes you just want to know what you're getting into.
Exactly.
It's like time is an investment.
Exactly. And I'm like, I just, especially if it's like a thriller or like an action-packed movie, I'm like, all right, this is making me anxious a little bit. Like, I need to know, does this person live? Do they die? What happens? Let me go read about it. And then I read it and I'm like, okay, well, let me finish the movie now. I can watch it in a much calmer state. And I'm not just thinking, bro, what the heck? And I know somebody out there is going to watch this or listen to this and be like, isn't that the whole point? For you to be on your seat?
Yeah.
Be quiet. That's what I have to say.
I'm anxious enough about real things. I don't need to be anxious over fake things.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't look up summaries of movies as much just because I don't watch movies as much.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like most of the time when I get interested in movies, it's because I saw things and clips online that made me interested in it anyways. So like I usually do come into things with mild spoilers anyways.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people, I don't go right out and see something. Like I go after the hype is already over. Like,
mind you, I went and saw the Michael Jackson movie last night.
Was it good?
It was really good. I want to go back and see it again. I know you're probably thinking there's no way it was that good, but it really was. And like after it was over, it kind of made me emotional.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bro, why is he dead? That's ridiculous. Like,
that was me with the Selena movie. Like I came into it knowing she died, and I still like was teary-eyed at the end. So sad. J-Lo, you did a good job.
Yeah. That's actually, let me not. I was gonna make a comment, but my mom might watch this and feel shaded. So I was going to be like, some people say J-Lo can't sing or act, and my mom is one of those people. No shade.
You know, she's probably not the best singer or actor out there, but she did good in that movie.
Yeah.
I think it helps if you have a lot of material to go off of.
That's true.
Like, how can you be bad at acting as someone who has so many videos of their personality out in the world?
Yeah, watch and study.
Yeah.
Somebody cast me in a biopic.
Yeah.
I don't think I look enough like anyone to play them, but
there's a lot of people you'd be surprised who they played, so I feel like they can pull it off.
That's so true. That's so true. I don't know, but okay. Oh, our time is almost up here. Mm-hmm. It's almost 12. Do you have any final thoughts about the book?
I will say I do wish there's we get some insight into her personality, like we very quickly understand like who she is, kind of how she works. That's good. I realize that I don't have a good mental image of her. Like I assume that she's black.
Yeah.
But it also mentioned that she blushed and you could see her blushing. So I'm like, is she lighter skinned or is she just blushing so hard you can tell? And it mentioned she put her hair, like pulled her hair back or put it up in bun. So I'm like, is it straightened or is it like curly? Or does she have like maybe dreads or braids and she just pulled them back?
Yeah. You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah.
It doesn't really describe her from my memory. And I'm thinking maybe that's because we started off in her point of view, so we never got that solid picture. And even when it swapped to like Sebastian's point of view,
They don't really describe her.
Like, he talks about her eyes or something, but, like, overall, no description. So I think this is kind of like a, envision her how you want to envision her moment. Because low-key, that's what I do anyways.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, the guys, they got this nice description, and I'm like, I read it, I registered it, and my brain completely saw them how I wanted to see them anyways. Same with Fallon. Like, she never really got a description either from my memory.
Yeah, no. I think we only heard her voice over the phone, so I feel like she didn't describe her physically.
So, like, in my brain, like, I don't know. She's just a cutie patootie. Like,
yeah. Artsy fartsy.
So I'm like, yeah. No, but I am excited to see how the rest of the book goes. I want to know, because, like, I mean, a main plot point is her being a wolf, not knowing she's a wolf, and, like, her scent is, like, special or something, so them needing like or wanting to protect her. So I'm like, I know there's going to be, like, some main points of conflict that has to do with that, and I'm ready to get to that. I'm ready to get to the action bit of it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love the romance. I love the spice. It's very spicy. I was like, oh, okay, let me process this. I literally had to, like, set the book down and look at the ceiling for a second and be like, oh, we're diving right in. Okay.
I live texted my boyfriend about it.
I was like, let's get into it. No, I texted my sister, and I was like, all right, I'm only a couple chapters in. We're getting steamy. And, yeah, because I was telling her about, like, how the book isn't out yet, but we're reading it to review on the podcast. And I was like, yeah, I was giving her kind of updates. And I was like, girl, it's getting spicy up in here.
It's so fun to live update people.
I know. And it's so funny because I also talk to myself, like, when I'm reading it. So that's why I'm like, dude, I had to put the book down and gather myself for a second. I don't know. Technically, I was reading it on my iPad. Yeah. And I had to put the iPad down.
I need to log into my Google account on my laptop so bad because my eye vision is going to get worse if I keep reading it on my phone. This morning, I was literally like, oh, yeah, let me go back through and, read some more. The phone screen is so... Because this was dead. It's actually probably still going dead. Oh, just kidding. It's on 50 now. But it was dead this morning. So I was like, let me read it on my phone. And I was like, bro, I'm going to have to, like... It makes me tired because, like, my eyes are focusing for so long.
That's so real. But I don't know. I was thinking, like, if I had any predictions for the book. But as I stand right now, I'm not really sure. I don't know how it's going to go. I haven't read that much, so I feel like it could go in literally any direction as of right now.
I think other werewolves might try to kidnap her, and I think they're going to go back to Papa's land for answers. And I hope we see Fallon, and I hope she doesn't die.
I know. I hope she doesn't die. I definitely think she's going to become a bigger part of the book. The question is, no, actually, you know what I think may happen? Like, I think Fallon, since Nova is not answering her phone, she's going to drive up to Atlanta and kind of ambush her. And then she's going to see her with these two guys and be like, oh.
So this is what you've been up to.
Exactly. That's why you're not answering the phone. And just be kind of, like, taken aback. Hopefully they're like, have a good friendship and their relationship stays strong throughout the whole book.
Also, the way they paid her whole debt, I'm like, why are werewolves always rich in these books? I mean, good for her.
Generational funds, I guess.
Yeah, maybe they all stick together, and that's the thing. I think that's part of what keeps Americans poor sometimes, is that we isolate ourselves so much and move away from our families. If we started centralizing our wealth in our families more, we could start building that generational wealth.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't let the billionaires hear that.
And also, watch out. They might get you after this episode airs.
I mean, that's what they do. That's why they have so much money.
Literally. But I was thinking the same thing. Also, I think werewolves have like longer lifespans in some cases. Like in some writings, authors like specifically mention that. It doesn't mention that in this case, so I'm not sure.
I feel like they probably have normal lifespans, but I feel like they're definitely have extra abilities, like extra strength or something like that.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, in some like books and movies, TV shows, whatever, the writers will specifically mention that, you know, sometimes they have longer lifespans. I'm like, maybe that's why, because it's like vampires. I know I keep coming back to them.
They accumulate wealth,
but they live for hundreds and thousands of years. So it's like, bro, if you're alive for hundreds and hundreds of years and you're still poor,
it's genuinely a you problem at that point. Like,
go ahead and wrap that up, because what? So I'm like, I don't know. Or maybe, you know, like we were saying, it's just them building that generational wealth. And because they all, I mean, werewolves, you know.
They all seem to know each other.
Yeah. They stick together. And like, you know, put all their money together maybe.
Yeah. I think so.
Or maybe they're like billionaire werewolves.
Millionaire wolf daddies.
Exactly.
Know?
Mix those tropes all in there at once. I don't know. All I know is I need one immediately.
Please come pay off my debt and then...
Please. Oh my gosh.
Leave me alone forever.
Since I'm graduating next week. Next week. Right. Unfortunately, student loans. I was looking up how much I'm gonna owe. Kaylee, I gotta figure out a way to become a millionaire by next week. It's not that much, but being a millionaire would be nice.
I heard the best thing to do, I mean, you're already at the end now, but like I heard people like try and pay the interest while they're in school, and then just because they give you like a 6 month to year grace period to like start paying the loans themselves after you graduate.
Yep. So I definitely wish, I'm at the end now. I didn't think about that before graduation. I'm like, I should have done that, but it's okay because I think I'm just going to work on paying it before my actual repayment period starts. Try to get ahead of the curve.
Right. I mean, you could just start with paying the interest, and then like as you get a job and start getting paid more, you can like amp up the payments.
Anyways, guys, please support our podcast so I can pay back my student loans.
Yeah, we wanna what do they call it? We want to monetize. We're gonna get monetized. Are we allowed to get monetized?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think we are because I mean we're not technically AU affiliated.
Yeah,
if that's what you mean.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we could just give them like 2%.
Yeah. 1.5. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, for the funds.
Yeah.
It's on the house.
Oh, and also, I'm about to be an alumni. So whenever I get rich, I'll make a very lengthy donation. That's not the word I was looking for.
A very generous sum.
Donation. That's so funny. Okay, but I don't know. I think that wraps up our chat for today. I don't really have any other thoughts about the book except just wanting to read some more and see where it goes. And please don't kill off Fallon. And I don't think either of the main love interests are gonna die. So we ain't gotta worry about that.
I think so. Maybe we can live update on Instagram or something.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So, yeah, guys, if you're interested in the paranormal werewolf love story that is spicy, I repeat, it's spicy, mature audiences only, then this book is definitely your vibe and you should go check it out. Again, it's called Crossfaded by Aries James.
And even if you're not specifically interested, if you want to follow along for morbid curiosity, or if you just like the sounds of our voices, stay tuned.
Exactly. Yeah. I actually think the book drops today. Isn't today the 1st?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the book drops today. So if you're interested, or even if you don't like paranormal or like werewolf isn't typically your thing, if you just like urban fiction, you should go check that out. You never know, you might end up loving it. Yeah. New obsession. All right. I think that's all for today. This
All
wraps
right.
that up.
Disclaimer. All of the thoughts and opinions shared in this episode today are solely the hosts and do not reflect the opinions and values of Augusta University. Thank you. Yeah, I had never heard of venom in my life until now.
Of what?
Venom?
Sorry, what is that?
That, like, when he bit her, apparently he injected some sort of, like...
Okay, so I was speed reading, so I must have
You
missed a
brushed
couple.
past it.
I must have missed a couple of details.
I don't
I'm
blame
like,
you.
I remember him biting her. I remember all the things. It got spicy quick. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa!
It's like,
Put
Sam.
on the imaginary break.
I was like, I was thinking, I was like, I know it's because, like, their bond is, like, overpowering common sense, but I was also like, this girl got no survival instincts.
At all.
She just let herself get 2 minutes.
Okay, hold on. This is good. We need to put this in the actual chat.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this thing started.
We'll go back over that. Yeah.
We'll rewind. Now that we know what the book is.